You are a lazy fuck.
Welcome to a video on how to get good at the Scientist, perhaps the best flanking class in the game. Players who are able to master the art of constantly getting behind people and occasionally healing your teammates will be able to successfully receive more hate than Doomfist mains. Let's get started. The Scientist is a support class who specializes in both healing your teammates as well as being a short-range scout-like class with close-range devastation. His primary weapon consists of a slow-firing goo blaster that is best used as a shotgun-like weapon thanks to its range being more handicapped than Zillion OP's career. After suddenly realizing he actually has usable legs, the weapon fires at 70 rounds per minute and has 5 ammo per clip before needing to take a 2.25 second reload. Each shot fired consists of both a projectile that can deal up to 30 damage and a spread that can deal 40 damage if close enough, making for a grand total of up to 70 damage per shot. However, the projectile suffers severely at a distance, especially since the spread has a range cap of 5 meters, making the weapon deal at most 20.4 damage per hit. This weapon is best used for when flanking people, as because of its slow attack interval of 70 rounds per minute, you'll want to ensure your opponent cannot react to you when you shoot them, so be sure to take them by surprise. With the Scientist being a healer, you are also blessed with being able to revive teammates in just 2 seconds and up to full health as well, making you even more powerful as a support class. Despite everyone playing Scientist for purely the opposite reason, the Scientist is also a part of the 5-way tie for being the fastest class, traveling at 7.45 meters per second. The Scientist's first ability is the heal beam of science. This shit allows you to attach it to any nearby ally and automatically heal them as long as you continue to exist nearby. The heal beam heals at 10 health per second, though this can easily be bypassed by a method covered in last week's Did You Know upload. The beam does not have a cooldown and can go through walls if thin enough, allowing you to heal your degenerate friend whilst being completely safe from any fire. It also cleanses any negative effects including fire damage, ice, and even the Necrosis Jinx effect, so you can go and tell that Thanos piece of shit to fuck right off and kill them without the need of an Ant-Man. The Scientist's second ability is the sticky bomb. These explosive heaps of shit are proximity mines that you stick to the floor, to the ceiling, to enemies, and even your friend to turn them into kamikaze body bags. Once stuck, they take a brief 2 seconds to arm and then either last up to 45 seconds or until triggered via activation or destruction, whichever comes first. When a plant comes into close proximity of the grenade, it will flash and explode after half a second, dealing 50 damage to all players within a small radius. This shit is best used to either set up traps for enemy players or, as previously stated, to stick to your teammates and have them walk into the enemy team for free damage. The ability has 2 charges, with each charge having a 30-second cooldown. The Scientist's final ability is Warp. This teleport of great convenience allows you to teleport several meters in front of you instantly, allowing you to close the distance to either assault enemies or to increase the distance between them and flee. This can also be useful in allowing you to cross certain gaps that other classes either struggle with or outright just can't at all. It can also be useful to dodge high burst damage abilities such as beam bombs, shuck shots, or blazing blasts. The ability has 2 charges, with each charge having a 24-second cooldown. In terms of strengths, the Scientist can very easily counter elemental variants as well as hard counter the Necrosis Jinx effect thanks to the heal beam. He can also lay down traps for unsuspecting players as well as be an absolute dominant flanker at point blank range thanks to the high amount of burst damage. Lastly, he can very easily close the distance thanks to both his high movement speed as well as with warp. However, the Scientist is rather fragile, boasting only 100 health, making him easy to take out, which given his status as a healer also means he'll be a priority target. The Scientist is also handicapped severely at range due to the nature of his weapon, meaning that classes such as cacti and corns will be able to kill him with relative ease. Thanks to this guide, you will now be the master of one-shotting people without them realizing and occasionally healing your team when they so desire. Be sure to come back for the next episode next week. Thanks for watching and don't forget to subscribe for more shit like this. Have fun.